What's up my friends, welcome back to the channel. This is JF and this is the first video delivered to you from France. We are super excited, super thrilled because this was a goal, it was a dream for us to move here in France, and even though it seemed like it took forever, it is finally happening. And we're doing it the best way that we could possibly dream of. We are here in the region of the Périgord, which is in the south of France, at our friend's house who recently bought this beautiful land with this beautiful castle, and they also grow nuts here on the land. Here in the region, growing nuts is very important. They grow them to sell them like that, to make some oil, to make some cosmetic, to make plenty stuff, but they also grow them to make some alcohol. It's literally like gold growing on trees, and it's beautiful. So I thought it would be a great idea for the first cocktail made here in France to use only local ingredients. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a riff on the Brooklyn cocktail, but only using local French ingredients. So if you guys are ready, let's do it. Alright guys, so today's video will be a little bit different than what you're used to if you're familiar with this channel. As I said, we just arrived in France and we don't have a studio yet, so we're shooting outside. For me, it is very fun. Much more fun than shooting in a studio. So I hope you're gonna enjoy it as well. And I don't know for how long it's gonna last, but I just bought everything to start building a studio back again. So until we do that, I hope you're gonna enjoy this new format. That being said, today we're gonna make a riff on the Brooklyn. If you're not familiar with this classic, it is rye whiskey, dry vermouth, Amaro liqueur, and Amaro Picon. Amaro Picon is not available in the US and in Canada, but it's kind of a orangey, gentian Amaro. Let's put it that way. So you could even try to sub Suze and Amaro mixed together instead of the Picon. I'm actually going to give you some advice, some recommendations for some substitutions in the description down below, and even a homemade recipe that is very similar in taste to the classic and original Amaro Picon. That being said, if you can find some Picon, it's always the best. So for today's recipe, what we're going to need is Armagnac, because it's French, and that's the theme of today's video. We're also gonna need dry vermouth, Amaro Picon, and instead of using maraschino liqueur, we're gonna use a nut liqueur. So now that we have our ingredients, let's make the cocktail. First, we're gonna pour 1.5 ounces or 45 ml of Armagnac into a mixing glass. To that, we're gonna add half an ounce or 15 ml of Amaro Picon, 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 ml of dry vermouth, and half an ounce of nut liqueur. Then we're gonna fill our mixing glass with ice. And I'm sorry guys, I told you we're not fully equipped and set yet, so my ice is very cloudy, but I bought a cooler to make some clear ice. So don't worry, this is not gonna last for too long. So now that we filled our mixing glass with ice, we're gonna give it a good stir for about 60 revolutions. And we're gonna strain it into a chilled cocktail coupe. This cocktail doesn't need no garnish because it is very fragrant, but because we're here, because my friend grows nuts on his land, we're gonna use one to garnish the cocktail. And this is it, my friends. This is how we make the Naughty French Guy. The Picon has such a distinctive taste. It is very unique and it's really Brooklyn-like because of that. But it also has a flavor spectrum of its own because the maraschino is so unique as well that not using it and using the nut liquor instead really makes of this cocktail something that has its own signature. Then using Armagnac instead of rye whiskey makes of this drink something more round, more fruity, not as spicy, with beautiful caramel and vanilla flavors that I find in Armagnac. And the nut liquor is very deep, rich, and even a little bit green, which is very surprising. And it's also pretty sweet, which is perfect to counterbalance the dryness of the dry vermouth. So overall, I think it is a perfectly balanced cocktail. It is delicious, I love it, and I hope you're gonna love it too. So that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if not already. Hit the like and the bell if you want to be notified when we post a new cocktail video. Until then, thank you very much again. Have a great day, and see you very soon. Cheers. a plain. Won't be long.